greetings, my lords and empresses, prince and princesses, one and all listeners, to Bless Radio this blessed uprising morning. I am the right on, Bobo Ras Anthony, your host for the next 2 hours, blessing you with the church Naya Bingi, Bobo Shanti, Iration, chants from the archangels, and choruses from his angels, drum sounds from the Daniel #1 band, our most famous. Truly giving thanks for your listening here. Let us give thanks to him who come to declare. Most High, Emmanuel, King Selassie, Rastafari. Reading today will be from Psalms 90, Psalms 91, Psalms 92, Sacred Seals of King David. Then we shall be reading from the Lamentation of Jeremiah 1-5. Then, if we have time, we shall be reading from the Rastafarians, page 22 to page 25. And to finish up, to seal it up, we shall be reading from Revelations 5:1-10. Be blessed in his holiness, O children of the Most High. Be blessed in his righteousness, O children of the Mighty High. Let us rise with a new song. Let us rise giving praises to the Most High, who is most worthy of praises. Let us give thanks to the mighty life giver, for he is the giver of our life. Let us bless him with a whole heart of love. Oh, blessed love to the Father, Holy King Emmanuel, King Selassie, Rastafari. My lords and empresses, princes and princesses, one and all listeners, as you know, you're listening to Bobo Ras Anthony, bringing it in a holy way. When we rise this morning to the sunrise, Isis, it was raining. And then the rain and the showers came down like a tropical rain shower. And by the time I finished my Isis, the rain was subsiding. And now that I'm in the studio, the sun is rising. So let us rise with the sun. Let us rise on this new day like how this new day has begun. And let us give glory to the Holy One of creation. Be blessed in his holiness, O children of the Most High. Be blessed in his righteousness, O children of the Mighty High. Be blessed, O Rastafari in the heavens. Bless us that no one may curse us. Most High, Emmanuel, King Selassie, Rastafari. Prepare yourself. Put your Bibles before you, your prophecies. And just follow the chant, yeah. And let his words bless. Let his words caress. Let his words drive away distress. For he's a mighty Father. He's a blessed Father. He's the Holy One of Israel. The I am, the mighty I am, the black I am, that I am, saith the mighty I am, that I am. King of the races, King of the masses, King of all righteousness, yeah. Holy King Emmanuel, King Selassie, Rastafari. Be still and wait on the Lord, saith the mighty Father. With a willing heart we shall receive. Only with a willing heart we shall receive. My Lord.
King shall stretch forth our hands unto God, Selassie. Rastafari.
Blessed love, you know. Love. Blessed love to one and all at this hour. At this blessed uprising. Proceed through the day, loving and caring and sharing. As you know, we start calmly and warmly. A blessing from the high priestess upon the altar of Melchizedek. Take heed and let us proceed. Be blessed in his holiness. Be blessed in his righteousness. Drums of the Nazarite. Blessed is the man and the woman that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor seated in the seat of the scornful. But their delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do they meditate day and night. And they shall be like the trees planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth good fruits in due season. Their leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever they do it shall prosper. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine such a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bonds asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in Zion shall laugh, he shall have them in derision. Carry them to the valley of decision. Blessed is the man. My Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh I lie down in green pasture. He leadeth I beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth I in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with I, thy rod and thy staff, they will comfort I. Thou preparest a table before I in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. You're listening to Bobo Ras Anthony on blessradio.org international, four wings of the earth, wherever Jah has driven us, giving eyes to the ears and the hearts, the mind and the soul, and strengthening the good ear of the peculiar jewel that is gold. We bless thee in the name of the Almighty, Holy King Emmanuel I, Hail Selassie I, Jah Rastafari. Wonderful eyes is in the morning. We no mourn still, you know. We upright and we bless. We don't really mourn. You know what I mean? Rastafari Nazarene people, we not really mourning. So blessed uprising. Blessed uprising. Be blessed in the uprising of this day, children of the Most High. You're listening to Bobo Ras Anthony on blessradio.org internationally every Sunday from 10 to 12. Churchical Naya Bingi Iration. To bless all the nations with peace, love, and righteousness from our blessed Father. Let us proceed.
Improve the day that God has blessed. Improve the day that God has. Come bless the Lord whose love assigns. Come bless our Lord whose love assigns.
Come to the church of love. The church that only permits a clean hand and a pure heart. Come all the way to Zion. For it's a remnant. The Dada said it's a remnant, and a remnant is few out of the multitude. Care not if we scant, a heart for a kingdom, a heart for a kingdom. Care our scant, a heart for a kingdom, said Bobo Shanti. Reading from the book of Psalms, from the sacred seals of King David. Seal 90. Most High, Emmanuel, King Selassie, Jah Rastafari. Lord, thou hast been our dwelling place in all generations. Before the mountains were brought forth, or ever thou hadst formed the earth and the world, even from everlasting to everlasting, thou art God. Thou turnest man to destruction, and sayest, return ye children to men. For 8,000 years in the sight are but as yesterday, when it is past. And as I watch in the night, thou carriest them away as with a flood. They are asleep. In the morning they are like grass which groweth up. In the morning it flourishes and groweth up. In the evening it is cut down and withereth. For we are consumed by thine anger, and by thy wrath are we troubled. Thou hast set our iniquities before thee, our secret sins in the light of thy countenance. For all our days are passed away in thy wrath. We spend our years as a tale that is told. The days of our years are 80 years and 10. And if by reason of strength they be 80 years, yet is their strength labor and sorrow, for it is as soon cut off, and we fly away. Who knoweth the power of thine anger? Even according to thy fear, so is thy wrath. So teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts unto vision. Return, O Lord, how long? And let it repent thee concerning thy servants. Oh, satisfy us early with thy mercy, that we may rejoice and be glad all our days. Make us glad according to the days wherein thou hast afflicted us, and the years wherein we have been evil. Let thy work appear unto thy servants, and thy glory unto thy children. And let the beauty of the Lord our God be upon us all. And establish thou the work of our hands upon us. Ye, the work of our hands, establish thou it, my Lord. Holy King Emmanuel, King Selassie, Rastafari, cutting and clearing, renting and tearing, washing and purging, cleansing and purifying, through the words and the sounds and the power of righteousness, water of life. Continuing reading from the book of Psalms, from the sacred seals of King David, seal 91. Holy King Emmanuel, King Selassie, Rastafari, seal my lords. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I would say of the Lord God, Rastafari, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and thy buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold, and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made the Lord God, Rastafari, which is my refuge, even the Most High, Holy King Emmanuel, King Selassie, Rastafari, thy habitation. There shall no evil before thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwellings. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in thy hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder, the young lion and the dragon shall thou trample under feet, because he hath set his love upon I and I. Therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my holy and righteous name. He shall call upon I, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. Salvation, God. Rastafari, Sila, King Selassie, Rastafari, redemption, God. Rastafari, Sila, King Selassie, Rastafari, lightning, God. Rastafari, Sila, King Selassie, Rastafari, earthquake, God. Rastafari, Sila, King Selassie, Rastafari, seal my lords and empresses, prince and princesses, one and all listeners as we proceed from the ancient scrolls of King David, the sacred seals of my Lord, the King of kings, the Lord of lords, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, the God with us, Emmanuel, King Selassie, Rastafari. Reading from the book of Psalms, Psalms chapter 92. Blessing I am blessing you, Holy King Emmanuel, King Selassie, Rastafari, sing, my lords. It is good, it is a good thing to give thanks unto the Lord and to sing praises unto his holy and righteous name. Oh, most high, Emmanuel, King Selassie, Rastafari, to shew forth thy loving kindness in the morning and thy faithfulness every night, upon an instrument of 10 strings and upon the psaltery, upon the harp with a solemn sound. For thou, Lord, hast made me glad. Through thy works I will triumph in thy works of thine hand. O Lord, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. A brutish man know it not, neither do a fool understand this. When the wicked spring as the grass, and when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they shall be destroyed forever. But thou, Lord, art most high forevermore. For lo, thine enemies, O Lord, for lo, thine enemies shall perish. All the workers of iniquity shall be scattered. But my horn shall be exalted like the horn of a unicorn. I shall be anointed with fresh oil. Mine eyes also shall see my desires upon my enemies, and mine ears shall hear my desire, the desire upon the wicked that rise up against I. The righteous shall flourish like a palm tree. He shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Those that be planted in the house of the Lord God, Rastafari, shall flourish in the courts of our God. They shall still bring forth fruits in old ages. They shall be fat and flourishing, to show that the Lord is upright. He is my rock, and there is no unrighteousness in him. These are the words of the Almighty God of Israel, Holy King Emmanuel, King Selassie, Rastafari, blessing the people with love, blessing the people with peace, blessing the people with righteousness. Be blessed in his holiness, O children of the Most High. A communal love to my community, and a world love to every living righteous man and woman and child upon this firmament. Bobo Ras Anthony, bless thee with a whole heart of love.
Our closet hymn 377 from the Sacred Psalms and Solo. What a fellowship, what a joy divine.
Yes, giving out blessings to the ones and ones meeting in the road this week, and who I mentioned the show. I hope you're listening. All blessings be it unto thee, God. Give thanks for your blessings, honorable prophet of the Most High. As we proceed this day with songs of praises and songs of renewal. New songs for the heart that shall never depart. For we living for the living eye, the mighty eye, our blessed Father who dwells upon the earth and rests in the sky. The Father said, in my house there are many mansions. If I didn't know so, I wouldn't tell you so. But a man say, how can you fit a mansion in a house? I said to the man, your roof is the sky, your walls are the wind, your foundation is the firmament. In my house there are many mansions. If I didn't know so, I couldn't tell you so. So be good, be clean, be right in your mansion. Know that the Father is a natural vibration, a natural iration. All things natural. These are the things the Father really seeks of all. Still, he says, render your heart and not your garment. But them that get blessed with the garment of the Most High will be there for once to touch the skirts of such wonderment, such glory, such significance. For we're in the world, but not of this world, but of the world to come. So if you see a one treading through, bless and be blessed. And let us give glory to the Almighty, who's most high and full of righteousness. Living for the living eye. Angels. Put away the oppression. You know good for Jah. Jah dwell with you. We know for oppress for one another. Some spinach or pop chow or some callaloo. We not bother with the fish because we don't want a fish board. Yeah man. We know Jaja said we can eat scale, we can eat scaly fish, but we not eat no fish. Man. Fish fish are the devil. Fish are the devil. I'm telling you, fish are the devil. We don't have no fish bone for some. None of that. Right now we want some pop chow. We want some callaloo, and we want some spinach in the morning with some breadfruit and some ackee. And corn mix up in it with some, oh my gosh, man, and a bowl of that a calabash full of some herb tea, for just rise me up, everything clean, everything holistic, everything right and pure. Ask my mother. From me born out to do 6 away, 6 away there in the yard, 5 brother and 1 sister. And from me born, my mother try force fish for me, Now the only one in the yard no eat fish, I say, Mom, I don't want no fish. I don't want to be afraid of fish. I don't want no fish, Mommy. And I come to grow and know that fish are the devil. Bless us, Almighty Lord. Open up our heavens, O Most Almighty, and give us sign after sign after sign after sign, that we may come unto thee with a heart so kind. Let us thank thee for all your guidance, your light, and your protection. Oh, mighty Father, who is full of insurrection and correction. The only fish me would I eat is fish fingers. Come like bread. Like breadcrumbs. She would have to disguise it and give it to me. I said, Mommy, take that out of my plate. Fish head. Mommy, what's that in my plate, mommy? Me not tell you, so me not eat fish. Eat it up, money. No fish, mommy. Not by bread alone shall we eat, but by every word that proceedeth out of our mouths. It's not that which goes in that defiles you, but that which comes out. Could you imagine your breath after you eat 2 snapper or some mackerel? Suck all them bone there. Fire! You know, devil ribs. Cleaning up now, we're cleaning up, tucking in. God do things for we because he loves us so much. Now we have to do things for ourselves. This might sound a bit hard, you know, for the Rastafari community. But every man has to get circumcised before we go in a Zion. Every man child too. We are no heathen. Simeon and Levi slew a man, an uncircumcised man for his sister, you know. And we stand up here long down like the heathen. Can't tell the difference. Jaja want no him pitney them. Come we bless the flesh. Come we bless the flesh now and go in a Zion. The way we come out.
Shine their beauty, bright gems for his crown. He will gather, gem for his kingdom. All the pure ones, all the bright ones, his love and his own. Little children, who love the Redeemer, are the jewels, precious jewels, his love and his own. Will Emmanuel I Selassie, Rastafari. You want to know the ear? The spirit to rise. You want to know the ear can pass you to this side. Actually, joining me not just after. My Lord and Emperor. When he cometh.
Circumcision of flesh, circumcision of heart. Flesh and spirit come together, make you an angel. Come we do what the Father says. With your tail long down. Yeah, just what happened to you? You're a fox. Come we do what you just say with the man. Everything. You're listening to Bobo Ras Anthony on blessradio.org international. All winds of the earth, blessing the people with life, truth, and love. Blessing the people with righteousness, love and peace. You know how much miles we have to cover when we do that? Light years. Reading from the book of the Lamentation. of Jeremiah. Holy King Emmanuel, I hasten us, Rastafari. How doeth a city sit solitary that was full of people? How is she become as a widow, she that was great among the nations? The princes among the provinces, how is she become tributary? She weepeth sore in the night, and her tears are on her cheeks. Among all her lovers she have none to comfort her. All her friends have dealt treacherously with her. They are become her enemies. Judah is gone into captivity because of affliction, and because of great servitude she dwelleth among the heathen. She findeth no rest, all her persecutors overtook her between the stratus. The ways of Zion do mourn, because none come to the solemn feast. All her gates are desolate. Her priests sigh, her virgins are afflicted, and she is in bitterness. Her adversaries are the chief, her enemies prosper, for the Lord have afflicted her for the multitude of her transgressions. Her children are gone into captivity before the enemy, and from the daughter of Zion all her beauty is departed. Her princes are become like harts that find no pasture, and they are gone without strength before the pursuer. Jerusalem, numbered in the days of her affliction, and for her mysteries, all her pleasant things that she had in the day of old, when her people fell into the hands of the enemy, and none did help her, and the adversary saw her, and did mock at her Sabbath. Jerusalem hath grievously sinned, therefore she is removed. All that honored her despise her, because they have seen her nakedness. Yea, she sigheth and turneth backwards. Her filthiness is in her skirt. She remembereth not her last end. Therefore she came down wonderfully. She had no comfort. O Lord, behold my affliction, for the enemy have magnified himself. The adversary have spread out her hands upon all her pleasant things, for she hath seen that the heathen entereth into her sanctuary, whom thou didst command that they should not enter into thy congregation. All her people sigh, they seek bread. They have given her pleasant things for meat to reveal the soul. See, O Lord, and consider I am become vile. It is nothing to you, all ye that pass by, behold, and see if there be any sorrow like unto my sorrow, which is done unto me, wherewith the Lord have afflicted me in the day of his fierce anger. From above have he sent fire into my bones, and it prevaileth against them. He have spread a net for my feet, and have turned me back. He have made me desolate and faint all the day. The yoke of my transgression is bound by the hands. They are withered and come up upon my neck. He have made my strength to fail. The Lord have delivered me into their hands, from whom I am not able to rise up. The Lord have trodden underfoot all my mighty man. In the midst of me, he have called an assembly against me to crush my young men. The Lord have trodden the virgin, the daughter of Judah, as in a winepress. For these things I weep. Mine eyes runneth down with water, because the comforter that should reveal my soul is far from me. My children are desolate. My children are desolate, because the enemy prevaileth. Zion spreadeth forth her hands, and there is none to comfort her. The Lord have commanded concerning Jacob, that his adversaries should be round and about him. Jerusalem is as a menstrual woman among them. The Lord is righteous, for I have rebelled against his commandments. Hear, I pray you, all you people, and behold my sorrow. My virgins and my young men are gone into captivity. I call for my lovers, but they deceive me. My priests and mine elders give up the ghosts in the city, while they sought their meat to reveal their souls. Behold, O Lord, for I am in distress. My bowels are troubled, mine heart is turned within me. For I have grievously rebelled abroad, the sword bereaved. At home there is as death. They have heard that I sigh, there is none to comfort I. All my enemies have heard of my troubles. They are glad that thou hast done it. Thou wilt bring the day that thou hast called, and they shall be like unto me. Let all their wickedness come thereof come before thee, and do unto them as thou hast done unto me. For all my transgressions, for my signs are many, and my heart is faint. How hath the Lord covered the daughters of Zion with a cloud in his anger, and cast down from heaven unto the earth the beauty of Israel, and remembered not his footstool in the day of his anger. The Lord hath swallowed up all the inhabitants of Jacob, and have not pitied. He hath thrown down in his wrath the stronghold of the daughter of Judah. He hath brought them down to the ground. He hath polluted the kingdom and the princes thereof. He hath cut off in his fierce anger all the horn of Israel. He hath drawn back his right hand from before the enemy. He hath burned against Jacob like a flaming fire, which devoureth around and about. He hath bent the bow like an enemy. He hath stood with his right hand as an adversary, and slew all that were pleasant in the eyes, in the tabernacle of the daughters of Zion. He hath poured out his fury like fire. The Lord was as an enemy. He hath swallowed up Israel. He hath swallowed up all her places. He hath destroyed his stronghold. He hath increased in the daughter of Judah mourning and lamentation, and he hath violently taken away his tabernacle as if it were of a garden. He have destroyed his place of all assembly. The Lord have caused the solemn feasts and the Sabbaths to be forgotten in Zion. He have despised in the indignation of his anger the king and the priest. The Lord have cast off the altar. He have abhorred the sanctuary. He have given up unto the hands of the enemy the walls of her place. They have made a noise in the house of the Lord, as in the day of the solemn feast. The Lord have proposed to destroy the wall of the daughter of Zion. He have stretched out a line. He have not withdrawn his hand from destroying. Therefore he made a rampant and the wall of lament. They languish together. Her gates are sunk into the ground. He have destroyed and broken her bars. Her king and her princes are among the Gentiles. The Lord is no more. Her prophets also find no vision from the Lord. The elders of the daughter of Zion sit upon the ground and keep silent. They have cast up dust upon their heads. They have girded themselves like sackcloth. The virgin of Jerusalem hang down her head to the ground. Mine eyes do fail with tears. My bowels are troubled. My liver is poured upon the earth. for the destruction of the daughter of my people, because the children and the suckling swoon in the streets of the city. They say to their mothers, where is corn and wine? When they swoon at the wounded in the streets of the city, when their soul was poured out into their mother's bosom. What thing shall I take to witness for thee? What thing shall I liken to thee, O daughter of Jerusalem? What shall I equal to thee that I may comfort thee, O virgin daughter of Zion? For the branch is great, for the breach is great, like the sea, who can heal thee? The prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee, and they have not discovered thine iniquity to turn away thy captivity, but have seen for thee false burdens and causes of banishment. All that pass by clap their hands and at thee, they hiss and wag their head at the daughters of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that the man call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole world, the whole earth? All my enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and garnish their teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we look for. We have found, we have seen it. The Lord have done that which he have this devised. He have fulfilled the word that he had commanded in the day of old. He have thrown down and have not pitched. No, I have thrown down and have not pitied, and he have caused mine enemies to rejoice over thee. He have set up the horn of thine adversaries.
The King of glory shall come in. The King of glory Who is this King of glory? Who is this King of glory? Lord of hosts. In battle. God is the King of glory.
Their hearts cried unto the Lord, O wall of the daughter of Zion, let tears run down like a river day and night. Give thyself no rest, let not the apple of thine eye cease. Arise, cry out in the night, in the beginning of the watchers. Pour out thine heart, let like water before the face of the Lord. Lift up thine hand towards him for the life of thy young children that faint for hunger in the top of every street. Behold the Lord, and consider to whom thou hast done this. Shall the woman eat their fruit, the children of a span long? Shall the priests and the prophets be slain in the sanctuary of the Lord? The young and the old lie on the ground in the street. My virgins and my young men are fallen by the sword. Thou hast slain them in the day of thine anger. Thou hast killed and not pitied. Thou hast called as in the solemn day my terrors round and about, so that in the day of the Lord's anger none escape, nor remain. Those that I have saddled and brought up have mine enemy consumed. I am the man that have seen affliction by the rod of his wrath. He have laid me and brought me into darkness, but not into light. Surely against me is he turned. He turneth his hand against me all the day. My flesh and my skin have he made whole. He have broken my bones. He have built against me and compassed me with guile and travail. He have set me in dark places, as they that be dead of old. He have hedged me about, that I cannot cannot get out. He have made my chains heavy. Also when I cry and shout, he shutteth out my prayer. He have enclosed my ways with stone. He have made my paths crooked. He was unto me as a bear lying in wait, and as a lion in secret places. He have turned aside my ways and pulled me in pieces. He have made me desolate. He have bent his bow and hath set me as a mark for an arrow. He have caused the arrows of his quiver to enter into my reins. I was a derision in all to all my people, and their song all the day. He have filled me with bitterness. He have made me drunken with wormwood. He have also broken my teeth. With gravel stone. He have covered me with ashes, and thou hast removed my soul far off from peace. I forget prosperity, and I said, my strength and my hope is perished from the Lord. Excuse me. Remembering mine affliction and my misery, the wormwood and the guile, my soul have then still in remembrance and in humbleness in me. This I recall to my mind, therefore have I hoped. It is of the Lord mercies that we are not consumed, because as we continue. My Lord and Majesty, in thy mercy. It is of the Lord's mercy that we are not consumed, because his compassion fail not. They are new every morning. Great is his full faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, saith my soul. Therefore will I hope in him. The Lord is good unto them that wait for him, to the soul that seeketh him. It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord. It is good for man that he bear the yoke of his youth. He sitteth alone and keepeth silence, because he have borne it upon him. He putteth his mouth in the dust. If so be there may be hope. He giveth his cheek to him that smiteth. He is filled full with reproach. For the Lord will not cease cast off forever, but thou hast caused grief, yet will he. Yet will he have compassion according to the multitude of his mercies, for he doeth not afflict willingly, nor grieve the children of man. To crush under the feet all the prisoners of the earth, to turn aside the right of a man before the face of the Most High, to subvert a man in his course. The Lord approve not. Who is he that saith, and it is come to pass? When the Lord commandeth, it is not. Out of the mouth of the Most High proceedeth not evil and good. Wherefore doeth a living man complain, a man for the punishment of his sins? Let us search and try our ways, and turn again to the Lord. Let us lift up our hearts with our hands unto God in the heavens. We have transgressed and have rebelled. Thou hast not pardoned. Thou hast covered with anger and persecute us. Thou hast slain. Thou hast not pitied. Thou hast covered thyself with a cloud, that our prayer should not pass through. Thou hast made us as scorning and refused in the midst of the people. All our enemies have opened their mouth against us. Fear and the sneer is come upon us. Desolation and destruction Mine eyes run it down with rivers of water for the destruction of the daughter of my people. Mine eyes trickle down and cease not without any intermission, till the Lord look down and behold from heaven. Mine eyes, it touch mine heart because of all the daughters of my city. Mine enemies cease me sore. My enemies, chase me sore like a bird without cause. They have cut off my life in the dungeon and cast a stone upon me. Waters floweth over mine head. Then I said, I am cut off. I call upon thy name, O Lord. Holy King Emmanuel, I, King Selassie, I, Jah, Rastafari, the one in three, the three in one, the blessed Trinity, prophet, priest, and king, my Lord of majesty, in thy mercy. Out of the low dungeon, thou hast heard my voice. Hide not thine ear out of at my breathing, at my cry. Thou drawest near in the day that I calleth upon thee. Thou saidest, fear not, O Lord, thou hast pleaded the cause of my soul. Thou hast redeemed my life. O Lord, thou hast seen my wrong judgment. Thou may cause. Thou hast seen all their vengeance and all their imaginations against I. Thou hast heard their reproach, O Lord, and all their imaginations against I. The lips of those that rose up against I, and the devices against me all the day. Behold, they're sitting down, and they're rising up. I am their music. I am their music. Render to them the recompense, O Lord, according to the work of their hands. Give them sorrow of heart. They cursed unto them, persecute and destroy them in anger from under the heavens of the Lord. How is the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed? The stone of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street. The precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold. How are they esteemed as earthen pitchers? The work of the hands of the potter. Even the sea monsters draw out the beasts. They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel like the ostrich in the wilderness. The tongue of the suckling child cleaveth to the roof of his mouth. For first the young children are spread, and no man breaketh it unto them. They that did feed delicately are desolate in the street. They that were brought up in the scarlet embrace dunghills. For the punishment of the iniquity of the daughter of my people is greater than the punishment of the sin of Sodom, that was overthrown as in the moment, and no hand stray on her. Nazarites were purer than snow. They were whiter than milk. They were more ruddy in body than rubies. Their polishing was of sapphire. Their vesture is blacker than coal. They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaveth to their bones. It is withered. It is become like a stick. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For those pine away, stricken through the want of the fruit of the field. The hands of the pitiful woman have have sodden their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people. The Lord have accomplished his fury. He have poured out his fierce anger and have kindled a fire in Zion, and it have devoured the foundation thereof. The kings of the earth and all the inhabitations of the world would not have believed that the adversaries and the enemies should have entered into the gates of Jerusalem, for the sins of her prophets and the iniquities of the priests. The iniquities of the priests that have shed the blood of the just in the midst of her. They have wandered as blind men in the streets. They have polluted themselves with blood, so that men could not touch their garments. They cried unto them, Depart ye, it is unclean. Depart, depart, touch not. When they fled away and wandered, they said among the heathen, They shall no more sojourn there. The anger of the Lord hath divided them. He will no more regard them. They respected not the person of the priests. They favored not the elders. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagle. They of the heavens. They pursue us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness. The breath of our nostrils, the anointed of the Lord, was taken in their pits, of whom we said, Under the shadow we shall live among the heathen. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will not no more carry thee away and into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. Remember, O Lord, what is come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach. Our inheritance is turned to strangers, our house to aliens. We are orphans and fatherless. Our mothers are as widows. We have drunken our water for money. Our wood is sold unto us. Our necks are under persecution. We labor and we have no rest. We have given the hand to the Egyptians and to the Syrians to be satisfied with bread. Our fathers have sinned and are not, and we have borne their iniquities. Servants have ruled over us. There is none that doeth deliver us out of their hands. We get our bread with the pearls of our lives, because of the sword of the wilderness. Our skin was black like the oven because of the terrible famine. They ravish the woman of Zion and made the maids of the cities of Judah. Princes are hanged up by their hands. The faces of elders are not honored. They took the young man and to grid, and the children fall under the wood. The elders have ceased from the gates, the young men from the music. The joy of our heart is ceased. Our dance is turned into mourning. The crown is fallen from our heads. Woe unto us that we have sinned, for this is our heart. For this our heart is faint. For this our eyes are dim, because of the mountain of Zion, which is desolate. The foxes walk up upon it. Thou, O Lord, remind this forever. Thy throne from generation to generation. Therefore doest thou forget us forever, and forsake us so long a time. Turn thou unto us, unto thee, O Lord. Turn thou unto thee, O Lord, and we shall be renewed. We shall be returned. Renew our days as of old. But thou hast utterly rejected us. Thou art very wroth against us. This is the book of the lament of Jeremiah. The lament of Jeremiah. The children sing today in the world and sing in the high church around the harps. We get fatter through the agitation of righteousness. We get beautiful because we keep holiness and eat no dead flesh. We get wonderful because creation starts speaking to us because of our doing, our keeping of the Sabbath, our doing of righteousness, our keeping the laws, loving each other as sisters and brothers, loving our neighbors as we love ourselves, doing good that good is done unto us, being givers of life like our Father, who is the mighty life giver, the giver of all. He gives everything to every man, no matter how we buy, how we sell, all belongeth unto him, given unto us through dominion. Let us strive. Let us proceed. Let us rise and give glory unto the Father, that he may in us believe. Everything has been done. There is nothing new done under the sun. All has already been done. Let us sing a new song unto the Lord. He's a mighty Father, a blessed Father. He's the Holy One of Israel. There is none like unto him that can deliver. No, not one. Let us bless his holy and righteous name. For he said he would never leave us without a priest or a prophet to guide us. These priests and prophets come in his name and will give you word to redeem you and give you life through word. For all life cometh through word. Good word. Bad word forsaketh and taketh one away from themselves. But good words uplifteth and riseth the Spirit of God within. Let us proceed in righteousness, children of the Most High. And let us do for it so it can do for us. Remember, righteousness won't do unrighteously. Only if it doesn't accept you. But from it accepts you, anything you ask for and pursue, you will achieve. The world is forever. Let us live forever. Holy King Emmanuel, King Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. You're listening to blessradio.org internationally. Yeah, my lords and empresses, prince and princesses. Yeah, Bobo Ras Anthony, your host, for today. Feeling highly full, feeling rested, feeling full of the Spirit of the Most High. So I have to give some to the eye, and the eye, and the eye, and the eye, and the eye, God, that's what we do, when we pick up the cup of righteousness, when we say we are publishing the works of the Most High. He said it's hard to publish the works of the Most High in this time, but 1-1, 2-2, full cocoa basket, yeah man, iron sharpen iron, the countenance of one brighteneth the countenance of another, yeah, these are the ways of the Most High. Let us be blessed in his holiness. And only unto him confess. For the fool saith in his heart, there is no God. Yet he stands upon a creation that he never made. The Father said the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, they and them that dwell therein. He said, if one of my words pass, heaven and earth will have no say. We see where his words have passed in the earth, where war and strife, famine, the earth cracketh and drieth and have no life. For his words have passed from those words. We see where his words passed in human beings, drunken and evil and disrespectful of righteousness. You say to them, praise God, them curse you. Next thing that earth whittles away. Let us fill our cup with righteousness. Let us fill our cup with good words of righteousness. Let us live those words, for its word manifests itself into flesh, that we may be. They try to use words against I. Evil words they try to use, but they couldn't manifest. But God's words manifest. And we are like tabernacles. Blessed tabernacles upon the earth. Let us continue in the way. It's a holy way, and it's the right way. It's the Father's way. Holy King Emmanuel, King Selassie, Jah, Rastafari.
Blood uptown and blood downtown. Man, blood I go run for the freedom, redemption of the black house of features the Lord Most High. Then I go roll down side the gully. I said that fire, God.
So we burn out evil. We word, sound and power. We don't use violence. You know? And you get some people say, oh, them man they like bonfire, so. And blood and chant blood, so. You need more blood than we, man. Since the year started, every night you need dead flesh. I mean, a blood make the flesh. Come clean, man. Take the plank out of your eye before you try to take the speck out of our eyes. We are sanctified and blessed.
Babylon, you don't know what you're doing. Still I see the partner. Jagat lightning and thunder to clear the way, and whirlwind comes and blow them away. Keep cool. Keep cool. Still I see the ponder. For I say keep cool, Babylon. You don't know what you're doing.
Righteousness we deal with.
For I say keep cool, Babylon. You don't know what you're saying. For I say keep cool, Babylon. You don't know what you're doing.
Righteousness we chant for.
Still I see the ponder. Jagat lightning and thunder to clear the way, and whirlwind comes and blow them away. Keep cool. Keep cool. Still I see the ponder.
You're listening to Bobo Ras Anthony on blessradio.org internationally. Royal Prophet of the Most High, Holy King Emmanuel, King Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. running and passing. Passing and running. If you don't get there this time, there might not be no next time. Come we bless one. Come we take one. So we get strength. So we can be strengthened. And so we can get lengthening of days. Come we save one today. Come we save one today. That Jah give us length of days. Strengthen our name.
And whirlwind come and blow them away. Keep cool. Keep cool. Till I see the partner. For I say keep cool, Babylon. You don't know what you're doing. For I say keep cool, Babylon. You don't know what you're saying. For I say keep cool, Babylon. You don't know what you're doing. Till I see the pondem. Jagata lightning and thunder to clear the way. And whirlwind comes and blow them away. Keep cool. Keep cool.
Bless and be blessed. Bless and be blessed. Do good and good will follow you. Do unto others as you would like done unto yourself. And do not unto others as you would not like done unto you. Don't scorn the scorner. Cause the scorner knows what he's scorning for. Just be right in yourself. The Father said, fret not for them. Fret not for evildoers, for evildoers shall be cast down.
When I consider the heaven work of thy fingers,
Father always
moon
said,
and the star which thou hast
for
ordained.
righteousness' name's sake.
What is man
Just
that thou art
listen.
mindful of him?
For yours is the
Son of
kingdom
man
of
that thou
heaven.
visitest him.
Step forward, you.
Thou hast created
Come
the
make
molecular
Jah
lower than
Rastafari
the
tell you the
angels.
truth.
Crown you with glory and honor, Lord Most High. Giving dominion over the work of all thy hands. Work of all thy fingers, O great God. All fowl of the air and fish of the sea. Beast of the field and whatsoever passes through the parts of the sea. Oh Lord, oh excellent is thy name in all the earth. Excellent Manuel I, Celestia, Jah. Rastafari, Jah, Jah. Rastafari, up with the promised land at this hour. Could I go to heaven to your Father? Black coats of Israel must inherit the land of promise, the Lord Most High, Celestia.
Oh, wonderment and glory. Wonderment and glory this blessed uprising. I hope the eye them highly full, you know. I hope every listening ear receive a joy and receive a strength from the mighty eye. Because that's why he put I and I here for. Feeling ireful, feeling upful, feeling righteous, you know. Because I feel with God, you know, he's the King of peace, King of love, and the King of righteousness. You know, he's the first word, the first life, and the first flesh. Our Father, you know. Yeah. So no say I him put the heart in a mankind. See? So come we just hold on upon everything what we have, man. Because I have everything up there wait upon the eye them. See? Don't get way for foolish cash. You know what I mean? Because you run that down till you get run down. Put God first. And all things shall be added. Because everything what you know already, you know, when you put God now and Jah come in now and start work with what you have there, you know. And then when you finish your apprenticeship, you know, you have everything, you know. You know the good and you know the evil, but you're good. You see what we are trying to say? the greatest panel beat upon creation, man. When Jaja bring in all a man in a garage, man, and start beat that, man. Beat out everything in a that, man. Beat out it head, beat out it chest, beat out all it leg, man, and polish that, man, and spray that, man. And what do you, man? When you see that I come in a red, gold, and green, you just say, Ja, Rastafari. Oh, let the Almighty God be praised this morning. And all them that listen, I and I, be blessed in His holiness, man. A Bobo Ras Anthony, yeah? Blessed Lord. Reading from the book of Revelations. Revelations chapter 5. And Holy King Emmanuel, King Selassie, Jah, Rastafari, Sila, my Lord, Jehovah God, Jah Rastafari, Sila, Selassie, Jah, John, Marcosai, Jah, Rastafari. And I saw in the night, and I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within, and on the backside sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a young angel proclaiming with a loud voice, Who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof? And no man in heaven, nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereupon. And I wept much, because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders saith unto me, Weep not, son. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne, and of the 4 beasts, and in the midst of the elders stood a lamb, as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God, sent forth unto all the earth. And he came and took the book out of the right hand of him that sat on the throne. And when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts and the 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, having every one of them harps and golden veils full of odors, which were the prayers of the saints. And they sung a new song. Yes, they sung a new song unto the Lord, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof. For thou wast slain, and hast redeemed us to God by the blood out of every kindred, the tongue and the people and nation, and has made us unto our God kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. And I beheld and heard the voice of many angels round and about the throne, and the beasts and the elders, and the number of them were 10,000 times 10,000, and thousands of thousands, saying with a loud voice, Worthy is the Lamb that was slain to receive power and riches and wisdom and strength and honor and glory and blessings. And every creature which is in the heavens and on the earth and underneath the earth, and such as were in the sea, and all that are in them, had heard the saying, Blessings and honor and glory and power be unto him that sitteth upon the throne, the Lamb, unto the Lamb forever and ever. And the 4 beasts said, Haman, Haman. And the 24 elders fell down and worshipped him that liveth forever and ever. King Selassie, Jah, Rastafari, give us all oil in our lamps this day, my Lord, that we can burn, some we can just burn so in a laughter, and some we just burn a talk to a brethren in a righteousness. But give us some oil, man, give us plenty oil, Dada, that we can sustain ourselves, in a righteousness. Most High, Emmanuel, King Selassie, Jah, Rastafari, ever faithful, ever sure, and ever righteous is our Father, Yeah, one aim, one heart, one destiny for I and I. Yeah, unity is strength, Rastafari words them, the words them, Unity is strength. Be blessed in thy holy. I'm gonna move out now still, you know. Time fly quickly when things are going welly. Come and just bless the Father from this day onwards. Come and just start do the thing, you know. You know? Yeah. Cause we're going home. If not by land but by heart. We're going home in ourselves. That we can go home, you know, with ourselves. Seen? I love you, man. And I love the item too, you know, with a precious love, man. So be blessed in His holiness, children of the Most High. Every Sunday from 10 to 12, Bobo Ras Anthony on the famous Bless Radio. Yeah, tune in.
Is born from heaven, eternal peace. Flowers that never fade, and that never fading bloom. Where streams of life forever flow. Where streams of life forever flow. Oh, Beulah land, sweet Beulah land. Oh, Beulah land, sweet Beulah land. On the highest mountain. On the highest mountain I shine. Across the sea. I look away across the sea. Where mansions are prepared for me. And you're shining glory.